I'm Peter Busuttil. I'm presently the Malta Film Commissioner. I've been the Malta Film Commissioner for the past 2 years, more or less, and I've been involved with the Film Commission for the past 5. I've been involved in this business since 1986-87, television, film and theatre. The fact that it's small is not a challenge, and it's an advantage, because being such a small country, we've been termed as being like a studio, one set in one island. And basically that is very true, because if you see the filmography of all the films that have shot in Malta since 1925, and you see the variety and the variance of the ambiences and geographical locations that have been used, that proves that particular point. So in this particular sense, size is an advantage. Basically, Malta, because of the fact that we have been throughout the ages and throughout history, and our history is pure evidence of this, we have been multicultural, multilingual, then we fit in exactly with the vision of Europe for a creative Europe. Because Malta in itself is a mini Europe. We have people who live there who come from all over Europe and all over the world, may I add. We are bilingual, trilingual, and in some parts even quadrilingual, if that even exists. We speak a variety of languages, and we are very European at heart, but an important crossroads to the rest of the world. Our financial incentives are on par with those of the rest of Europe, obviously because of the state aid regulations, and later this year, that is 2013, we will be improving on them on par as well with our counterparts. We will be working on increasing the validity of these incentives and to maximize the rebate that each production can get when it comes to Malta. A lot of productions have found Malta to be a very good place to put their productions in because of our financial incentives and because of the way we work with the productions to make these financial incentives work to their maximum effect. Like the film industry in all of Europe, I would say all of the world, presently we are undergoing some sort of a financial crisis in this aspect as well. I'm saying this generically. In Malta in particular, obviously we are affected if productions lessen their budgets or do not come because they do not make it financially. But so far we have been quite fortunate. We are working to increase the market, the type of market that comes to Malta, and that opening our shores not only to the American and the European market, but also to the Asian market, to the Indian market, and we are trying to explore new possibilities in these directions. Malta is working on improving not only its infrastructure, but also its human resource on 2 levels. On a production level, that is creating our own homegrown films, our indigenous industry, and also in creating a trained workforce who can work in the below-the-line categories and the above-the-line categories to give a better service to the film industry. To this effect, this year, 2013, we will be, thanks to funds from the ESF, European Social Fund, we have $500,000 in funding to train people in the below-the-line categories. As for the indigenous industry, we have a Malta Film Fund, which this year in particular we're helping 9 projects in development and production, and presently one particular production, Shimshar, is about to terminate its filming, and it will be the first Maltese production, full feature production, which would have benefited from the Malta Film Fund. From an infrastructure point of view, Malta is working to improve the infrastructure that exists already, and obviously these are our famous water tanks, the Malta Film Facility tanks, and our backlot in Fort Ricasli, which has served to build the sets of Agora, Gladiator, Troy, Sinbad, and countless other films. And in improving that infrastructure, we can offer a better service. And this is part of our long-term strategy.